Greetings, warriors! Some of you might not believe their own eyes, but I can assure you it is I, the one and only Harvest Domini. On this blissful day, I have decided to show myself. Please, hold your applause until it is requested. We all know the role of my second is spoken for. I could not ask for a better soldier or legal representative than Warden. But what if the worst should happen? Warden dislocating his shoulder, perhaps. Harvest Domini is always prepared for eventualities such as this. Merely having a second is not enough. I am creating a new role in the Domini organization. I need a trustworthy and selfless soul to act as my third. Should the noble warden need to take a sick day or some well-deserved PTO, my third shall serve me in their stead. What am I looking for in a third? It's simple, really. Dedication, disregard for your own personal well-being, and finally, the wow factor. I have a few candidates in mind, but would any of you be interested in becoming my loyal third? And you may applaud now.
Josh, Domini said to clap. We got to clap. Do what the man said. All right.
I'm clapping.
Welcome to the Warriors Den. I'm Matt, aka Ubi Insulin. I'm here with Josh, aka Ubi Yubble. Josh, how are you doing today?
I'm good. Every single time you say my name, like my Ubisoft name, I always don't know why I chose that name. I don't know what a Yubble is, to be quite honest.
I know what Insulin is.
Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm excited to be in the Warriors Den. It's gonna be an awesome show. We've got some stuff to show off, man.
Yeah, we've got a bunch to get to. We've got the Chimera Banquet. We've got general news about Title Update 2, some Dominion series updates, and a little bit on perhaps things you can put on your hero to wear. Josh?
Are they a hard material? Are they shiny?
I guess we'll find out a little further into the show. If you want to stick around for that. We also have the Azarus raffle. Josh,
yes.
You're so good at describing this, so you go ahead, please.
I will describe the Azarus button. It is a Twitch extension that you will see somewhere on your screen right now. I don't exactly know where it is, but we use it to run raffles throughout the show. Basically what happens is randomly throughout the show, you'll see a trivia pop up. And if you answer that correctly, you get rewards called Ubies. If you don't get it right, you don't get anything. It's a very simple process. And if you do end up getting one of these answers correctly, the rewards Ubies you can redeem at forhonorgame.com/redeem. Keep in mind, we don't like bots. Twitch doesn't like bots. Bots cannot win. So you don't have to worry about the bots, taking your stuff.
Brutal news for the bots in chat. I apologize.
I know, just like all bunch of just type Sag in chat.
Sag bots.
The winners' names are protected for security purposes and privacy purposes because we don't want any hacky boys, taking the stuff. So let's go ahead and go over what people will be winning today. 5,000 winners will receive one scavenger crate, and we're not giving away chicken tenders, but you can be breaded up like one, as 50 of you will receive 20k steel. I know you're not a massive fan of the chicken tender metaphor, but bread money.
Chicken tenders are breaded, bread money. I get the metaphor. It's starting to grow on me. All right. We also have an update on the For Honor Bug Reporter tool, which is almost as important to us as chicken tenders. It's at forhonor.ubisoft.com/bug reporter. It's hugely important to us. We've resolved like hundreds of issues with it, I believe, and you can upvote the different bugs that you see there. and which kind of like gives us some guidance on which to solve as a higher priority. And thank you to everyone who's been using it so far. It's really, really helpful and has had results in the game. We tried to notate it on patch notes when we fix issues that were specifically from the bug reporter, so you can see like the progress we make because of you guys. So thank you to everyone who's been using that. And again, you can see the link up there. Go there if you have any bugs you'd like us to check out, and upvote the ones that are already reported. We also have just a little update on Breach that I think many of you will be into. You can read all the changes there. I'll just talk about Pikemen. If you're a Pikeman main, we have nerfed your hero here. Their health is down to 37 and their damage is down to 8. And I know a lot of people, especially those of you who have like light heavy combos, are going to be pretty happy about this change. So I'm glad we were able to do that. Next up, we've got Clarissa here to talk about the Dominion series. Clarissa, welcome aboard to the Warriors Den. Good to have you back. And
Yes.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How about you guys?
We're doing pretty good. We're excited. So what could you tell us about the Dominion series?
Yep. So last time on Warriors Den, we announced the Dominion Series 21 will be happening for the whole year. So yay! Since last week, the website went live and registration is open. So let's quickly take a look at what's coming up. So each season in year 5 will consist of a stage. So that means there will be 4 stages in the Dominion Series 2021. So for stage 1, which is year 5 season 1, that's going on right now, our first qualifier will happen on May 1st, and there will be 4 qualifiers, which will lead up to a major, which will be broadcasted. From stage 1, 2, and 3, it will follow the similar format where there will be 4 qualifiers leading up to a major. And in stage 4, it will be different, as there will be a last chance qualifier, also known as an LCQ, which will lead up to the championship finals. This year, we're doing something a bit different where we will be introducing the point structure. So this time around, teams will rack up points throughout the whole year, which will determine their placement in either the finals if they qualify or for the last chance qualifiers. So basically, if you basically at the end of stage 3, the top 3 point earners of the teams will qualify for the major, well, for the championship final. And the next 4 afterwards will qualify for the LCQ. And the winner of the LCQ will then join the finals as well.
As the 4th finalist.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Thank you. So you can see here that points differ per qualifier. So we encourage you to sign up as soon as possible. And if you win a qualifier, you cannot participate in the other qualifiers until the next stage. So for example, if you win qualifier number 1 in stage 1, you can't participate in 2, 3, or 4. But you can participate in stage 2 when stage 2 happens in year 5 season 2. So that's that. It's really awesome. Everything that we talked about here will be detailed on our lovely website on the Battlefy page, which has been updated. You can go to it at battlefy.com/Dominion series. Here you'll see the point structure, well, the tournament structure, our lovely total cash prize, which is $65,000. And also you can sort through the tournaments based on your region. As a reminder, it is PC and for NA and EU regions only. Everything is live, so go sign up. And we are super excited to see what happens on our first qualifier on May 1st. And you can register now at battlefy.com/Dominion series.
That's awesome, Clarissa. Thank you for describing all of that for us. It's going to be a really exciting year of storylines going throughout all the different seasons. So we're hyped for that.
Yes, thank you for having me. And good luck to all Warriors participating.
Good luck, have fun, Warriors. You're going to need it because there's some great players out there. We're going to be right back with a quick follow-up on the testing grounds with the fight team, so stick around for that. And we're back with Stefan and JC from the fight team. How are you guys doing? Thanks for stopping by.
Good. How are you guys?
We're doing all right. It was a super exciting testing grounds, and we have a quick update. This isn't going to be, we're not going to be going through all of the hero changes and everything like that, but we have a quick update from you guys. So what can you tell us today?
So on the high level, we did the testing grounds in year 5, season 1. We had 7 heroes, so it was quite a lot that we put in there. And then we took the player survey, we took social media feedback, we took a whole bunch of like looking at what are people saying and how are they feeling about it. And it was really super positive. We were quite blown away by how happy people were. So this was amazing for us across the board.
It was awesome, and thank you to everyone who filled out that survey and went to the Reddit mega thread. I went through every comment in there and like tallied it up, and it was good to see all that positivity and people who appreciated the changes and everything like that. JC, I think we're doing a few things to address a couple of heroes who might have been a bit strong.
Yeah, so without going into detail and whatever, the thing we've been noticing through a lot of the feedback on Reddit, the surveys and stuff, is that some of the heroes were a little bit too strong. We're not doing major big changes to make heroes way weaker, but we're just gonna we're making some changes, some adjustments to the heroes that were in there. So that should be interesting. We're also looking at Shigoki's power level. I know there's a lot of concerns with his heavy finishers and that sort of stuff. So in the next testing grounds, amongst other things we'll be testing, we're going to be testing something related to option selects, where we're going to see how they're going to be able to affect Shigoki, and where we go from there. So that should be really interesting. And the other interesting thing is that at the beginning of Year 5, Season 2, we'll be releasing all 7 characters, all 7 heroes that we had in the testing grounds. They're all going live all at once, with some tweaks, obviously. But generally, it should be a pretty good start of the season, I think.
That's going to be rad. So when can we expect a little bit more info on those final changes? Closer to when we release it?
Exactly. As we get close to Year 5, Season 2, I'm sure we'll run down the whole list of changes for the heroes that are getting it, and at least refresh people on the ones that are going to be roughly the same as they come out. So, it's coming soon.
Awesome. Well, Stefan, JC, thanks for joining us today, giving us that quick little update on some things we can be expecting in the future. And Warriors, we'll be right back with Elise and Andrew to talk about the event. But first, check out this super cool event trailer.
Champions, set aside your feuds and join me, Hervis Domini, against the Order of Horcus. Right, Holden? The Chimera Alliance welcomes you all. But first, you shall prove your worth to me. Once you're in, you take an oath. You swear to stand united, unwavering. You swear to fight with honor, not hatred. You swear to emerge victorious. That is how it is done, you see.
Warriors, welcome back to the Warriors Den. Good to get a look at the Chimera Banquet there. It's going to be awesome. We're joined by 2 special guests right now, Elise and Andrew. How are you guys doing?
Great.
Pretty good.
Thanks for coming by. We have a number of things to get to, including Hervis Domini, mid-season armors, and the Chimera Banquet event itself. So, Elise, I've noticed that things are a little bit less edgy right now than they have been in the past.
Yeah, obviously, the Horcrux Masquerade was like the edge fest in a way. We had that glorious and flamboyant masquerade going on with people fighting each other, and only the best and the strongest would survive and actually be able to celebrate and to be part of the Horcrux, or the Order of Horcrux. Now it's the turn to see what the Chimera Alliance is doing, and basically on their side it's really more wholesome, about alliance, about collaboration, about people fighting, but mostly for fun. And who could be the best host for that than Sir Dobini, right? He's been out for some time. He's he's been out for some time on his own like journey while the year 4 was happening. Now year 5 is back. He's stronger than ever. He's on his throne. You will see him in the arena, welcoming everyone. He's prepped everything. The view is gorgeous. The skies have cleared. It's the perfect day, to party and celebrate and fight just for fun.
Amazing. And it's great to see all of these faces upturned and facing toward Dabani, acknowledging what he's given us. It's just good to see that.
Yeah, as it should be, right?
As it should be.
Yeah, and also, this event is going to include, of course, we have the new arena, we have some other changes. So what can you tell us about some of the changes that we're going to see, including some new minion looks?
True. So, right from the start in the menus, you will have Dobini cheering you and saluting you and inviting you to join the banquet. Like Andrew is showing us, like he did the mocap for that, I guess. Then you have the minions. The minions are still Horcrux themed a bit, so it's something that you'll see not in the Chimera Banquets, like the carousel. The Heralds of Chimera game mode. It's more like on Dominion matches. You will still get to fight some of the Horcrux here and there. And then you also have, as usual, on the world map. Now the focus is more on the fortress on the left, like on my screen, where the Chimera Banquet is happening basically. So some fireworks and all.
A little bit of celebration there on the war map. So, in terms of the game mode itself, how is that going to play out?
So for that game mode, we really wanted to tell the story of, whenever the Alliance is welcoming a new member, they host that sort of mock battle, and we are calling it the Heralds of Chimera. It's basically a PvP match, so 4v4, best of 7 rounds. And to win a round, you basically have to defeat the Herald. So the Herald is basically a sort of a special role within each team. You will have one per team. They have more health, if I'm not mistaken, and they also are the only ones who can use their feats. So they are really the leader of each team. And such role will change each round. So every player will get to be the Herald, round by round.
Right, this is a best of 7, so everyone gets at least one turn to be the VIP with the health buff and the use of feats. So good luck to all of you. I would say you could arguably feed that person and try to give them the kills so they can get their feats faster a little bit. There's a few different ways to approach that, I think. Yeah, so that's going to be really cool to see. You can be a little bit like Dobini in terms of being very important to people.
Absolutely. Either Dobini or his second, I guess.
Yes, or his second.
This event looks super cool. I love how extra Dobini is, and this event is literally just so fitting to that character. But Andrew, let's talk about armors, because these sets of armors, they're incredibly cool, and there are some clean armors in here as well, which I know is something that people have been wanting to see for a while. So why don't you go ahead and talk to us about and explain kind of the design process behind creating these armors for Chimera Banquet?
Yes. I mean, well, to explain more about this armor variation, we must think about the very first trailer when the Viking and the samurai and the knight were fighting each other for the resource. After all, non-stop battles and worn-out materials and blood stains and the patching works. I mean, those were the very important visual language for year 1 up to this point. And also the lack of material were kind of expressed through the samurai faction who arrived to the Heathmore in the later stage. Well, we didn't know that if one day there will be a time that all the damage and the dirt will wash away from the armors. But yes, of course, even in year 5, the battle is not over. The battle between Horcrux and the Chimera is still progressing. But we want to take this opportunity to bring a little hope in one side of the Covenant. What could have happened at the beginning in year 4 at the Peace Festival is actually happening. I mean, well, at least partially it's kind of happening. The factions are sharing their materials and also their knowledges, and they are forging each other's armors and making them as new ones. So we'll now see all the default sets from every character, yes, every characters, but cleaned up and then reforged. And the history of For Honor is about to meet a new historic moment.
Yeah, no, this looks absolutely amazing. Super clean. Everybody looks really nice and dolled up. But yeah, well, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and take a look at these armors. boy, dude. No, these armors look absolutely sick. I'm very excited about this like the clean aspect. I think is a really cool thing. I know, like I said, the community has been asking and requesting something like this for a while. So hats off to the entire team for being able to make this happen because I think everyone knocked it out of the park for sure.
Great to hear that. I mean, the characters that you receive when you first choose as default are cleaned up, revamped, reskinned. But it's not just a reskin. We try to reply from community's request, as you were saying it. Also, there's a little message to the ones who may go through the real battle in their lives. But I also, and I left some good surprising customization in these variations. I would like for you guys to find out what's added. The hint may be samurai. And also, please give us feedback. As you know, we are making these armor variations together. So again, amazing work from Chengdu Studio, and hope you guys see you at the battlefield with the new armors.
Awesome. Yeah, be sure to put that feedback in on the For Honor subreddit or on our official forums, Steam, all the good stuff, because we like that sweet data.
If you find something, tag us. We would be thrilled to take a look at it. I don't even know what Andrew is referring to, so I'd be excited to learn as well. Speaking of things that the community demands, more Daubeny. That's a thing they demand, and he is back at the ring, which has been changed somewhat for the Chimera Banquet game mode.
Yeah, definitely. This is completely redesigned, revamped, nicely decorated, which is kind of creating great contrast from the Holocaust Masquerade. Definitely, this is one of the most beautiful places that we want to just get lost or start the battle. I mean, there's a blue sky, sea sparkles in the bright sunlight. People are making a beautiful memory when life is giving tons of headache to worry about. I mean, instead of a sweat, it smells like a flower, exotic music, the red carpet, Ilma, Daubeny. I mean, this is where the Chimera's Banquet is happening.
You're really taking me on a journey with that. That's amazing.
I'm like, now I want to go.
Yeah. This event again lasts until May 13th. So Warriors get on, see those blue seas, those blue skies, see Daubeny, see the food, try to find some Easter eggs in there. Elise and Andrew, thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate you coming today.
Thank you.
It's always good to see when we can implement kind of like frequent community requests, like clean armor or like, more Daubeny, honestly. So thanks again to Elise and Andrew for stopping by. That was awesome. Now, Warriors, many of you pointed out in the last event, the Horkos event, that a certain Wulian weapon set was not the one that we showed in the Warriors Den for that event. So we released the incorrect weapon set for the Wulian in that event, and we still wanted to give people a chance to get those Wulian weapons from that event. So we want it to be fair for everyone. So everyone's factions from the Horkos event are coming back to be lootable during the Chimera Banquet. So all of the intentional weapons from that event are now lootable. You can get these edgy weapons during this very like wholesome banquet. So you can still represent for Horkos, even though it's a Chimera thing right now. Now, the weapons that were incorrectly released for the Wulian, those were a one-time deal. They won't be circling back, but for now, everyone can loot the weapons that were intended to go out in this event. And we did not mean for this event to have lootable weapons, so this is something we just decided to do to give everyone a fair shot at these again.
Yeah, this is gonna be great. I want to go ahead and kick it over to the video that we're going to show, just to refresh everyone's memory on what the weapons look like. That way, you know what to expect when you boot the game up. And once we roll that, we'll be right back with content of the week.
Again, those were the Horkos weapons in the Chimera event, and you can loot them now in this current Chimera Banquet. So, Josh, before we go, I believe we have a little bit of content of the week to get to.
Not only content of the week, we have some music emotes, Matt. We have the Horkos Zither, we have the Horkos music box as well, and the Chimera violin and bagpipes. These do work in a canon as the Year 4 Season 1 music emotes. The core strength on Glad is phenomenal, but also, Matt, they sound a little bit different than the ones released in Hope. So what can you tell us about that?
They do. With all of the sets out, you can kind of hear the distorted sound of the Horkos instruments versus the cleaner, poppier sensibility of Chimera, whereas Horkos is more the grunge or punk. If like they would hang out with different circles in high school, basically.
I was a part of the punk crowd, and I still am, because, yeah.
I admire that about you.
I appreciate that, man. Also, we have some new illustrious outfit, the Kata Hot. I mean, the Chimera part. Excuse me. I can't say hot without. Okay. 20K steel for this illustrious outfit. Looks awesome. I'm excited about it. What else we have, Matt?
We have the Chimera Heart used as an effect for emotes, and you can glow blue and spring antlers from your head as you kill a guy, if that's what you're into. This is now available to you. And it's an idle effect as well if you just want to have an intimidating aura as you stand there on A or C, for instance, or in the event mode for that matter. We also have the Masquerade is over. Now, Shigoki believes the Masquerade is over so strongly that he took this man's mask off and killed him with it, which I guess is his way of supporting Chimera, which is an interesting way to express that, but nonetheless, we have to admire his dedication to the cause.
He could have chosen a much less violent way of sharing his thoughts, but clearly he thinks otherwise.
He woke up and chose violence.
That is, he literally chose violence, so that's sad. Anyway, we also have an arcade quest, Ryoshi's Awakening. This will be available from April 22nd to April 29th. This is available for Marching Fire owners only, so...
So, as you may have gathered by now, the Chimera playlist is live until May 13th, so get in there, experience the sunshine and the vibes of the updated Ring map, and see Domini and say hi. We also have some exciting things on the horizon with tournaments as well, with Dominion Series specifically. Go to battlefy.com/Dominion Series to check for any updates on registration or for the rules or to see the brackets. We also want to remind you about Bug Reporter.
Yes. All my homies hate bugs. Go ahead over to forhonor.ubisoft.com/bug reporter. Submit your bugs. We have fixed hundreds of bugs that have been submitted here. So again, thank you to everyone who has contributed. And give us more bugs to fix. So if you head on over to the website and you see a bug that you have encountered, go on and contribute to that report so we can get some more eyes on it. If there is a bug you have experienced that is not on the website, create it so we can see how many people it's affecting. Again, thank you to everyone who has submitted bugs, and please continue to do so. So that wraps the show, Matt. This was a really, really jam-packed episode of the Warriors Den. We've got clean armors coming, which the community I know is incredibly happy about. We've got the weapons back that were missing from the previous event. All this really awesome stuff. And yeah, be sure to follow us on all of our social media at 400 Game, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, all that fun stuff. I'm not really on Reddit all that much, so I'm not entirely sure like what they do they play games together on Reddit?
I don't know if I think Redditors play games. I don't know how I feel about that. This is me pretending I'm not a Redditor.
I appreciate you following along.
Yeah.
Also, be sure to follow our Twitch channel that you are currently on right now. If you're watching on YouTube in the future, hello, hi. Follow us on twitch.tv/4HonorGames. You cannot miss any of our upcoming live streams. And speaking of upcoming things, I have a very strange feeling that we have not seen the last of Domini once this event is over. Am I right, Matt?
Yeah, he might be around outside of the video game.
Oh, really? Well, in order for people to find out what we mean, they would kind of have to stay up to date with our social media now, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, no, super excited. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Thank you, everyone that joined. Andrew, Elise, everyone watching, and we will see you in the next Warriors Den. Peace.
Peace.